It is almost October 2022, and in the northeast of the United States, we have something called the fall foliage, which is one of the most beautiful sightseeing things to explore and just witness in the US. And here's a website which this is for the state of New Hampshire, which is probably one of the nicest states up in the Northeast to witness this beautiful foliage of the trees. And this particular website is actually called a foliage tracker, which comes from visitnh.gov, which is New Hampshire's government website. And they put this really cool tracker of the state, starting from the north all the way down to the south of the state, and basically just kind of gives you an approximate estimate of here are the months, the days, and it gives you a legend here where if it's in the greens, there is no foliage. In the yellow, there's some orange, just moderate. And then when you start seeing red, it's pretty much peak, which is the best time to go. And then anything in the brown just shows that it has passed. And pretty much you kind of see like this, the leaves have fallen down already. Everything's kind of peeled, and some of the leaves are pretty much brown too and dried up. So what you're looking at here is a current visualization of what's happening in the state. And I kind of take this as like, if you're going to like Vermont, which is a neighboring state, and or maybe like if you're going maybe further north, like Maine, but Maine would get it first, or like New York State, you can kind of go off this tracker and understand kind of where things are at. So you can see here everything is pretty much in the yellowish spectrum. So it's just some. But if so this is for September 26th, and if we can move the tracker here a little bit further to October, you can start seeing that they're predicting around the first week of October, the foliage would just start hitting peak around at the end of the first week of October. So around October 7th, 8th is when you start seeing the peak scenario of the change in the colors of the leaves. And this is due to the foliage, or as far as the weather and the temperature season coming late this year, whereas in previous years you would see this more towards the beginning, maybe the second week of September, and now things have pushed late into October. So at the current moment, we're seeing the full foliage peaking around the first week of October. So if you're thinking of going up there to New Hampshire, Vermont, New York State, you're looking at somewhere between the first week of October, or perhaps the beginning of the second week of October. So I'll leave the link to this website below if you're thinking of going up to the northeast of the United States, and you can follow the trek of the foliage.